Hear ye, ladies and gentlemen. I am here to introduce to you the first episode of the podcast.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Now, I know before you even speak or utter or even decide to move your lips, I know what you're going to say. He's back again. After the 15th time he said he was going to be back. Now, please forgive me for probably the last time, hopefully. Because, as a young, independent, strong black man trying to, graduate and find a job in this terrible economy, it's hard. So a lot of my focus has to go on to, doing school, working, saving up money to make sure that I still have a place to live. Make sure I still have a roof over my head. Because I'm trying to graduate, find a good job, and then, get my own place. So that way, I don't really have to worry too much. But it's hard. So, please, bear with me. But, welcome to episode 1, of the new year. Round of applause. I'm thankful and grateful for all the people who are here. All the new people, all the new faces, old faces. Whatever faces you got. Thank you for joining us today. Well, me and the soon-to-be rest of the team, whoever they may be. Thank you for being here, because I appreciate you very much. So yes, today we do have a topic. Well, not really a topic. Well, whatever you want to call it, it's whatever it's going to be. I'm just going to call it war. Bum, bum, bum. I'm going to add the sound effects in so, it gives a little more theatrical oomph. But yeah, war. If you guys aren't aware, or I'm gonna assume that a good 75% of you who are watching today are very much aware about what's going on in the world as of right now. People are insinuating or throwing out there that we're on the possible verge of World War III.
I'm for real. I'm for real.
3. A lot of us were not around for 1 and 2. None of us, or I think, are present now. We're around for 1. I don't know, but a lot of us were not there for 2, 1, and all the other wars that were happening. A lot of us were glad to escape that type of lifestyle. But we're now living in the time where we're presently at war. I like to believe we are. If you don't know, America has what? I think we just kidnapped the president of Venezuela. Which again, I think is crazy, because how does that work? Who did you hire? Like, what FBI team was like, time to wake up. Let me check the itinerary. Oh, yep, capture, got it. Let's go capture a president. Let's take a whole person from the country of their origin and just bring them someplace else. That's wild. I don't know how it happens. I don't know how it goes down, but yes. I'm believing that America's at war with like so many countries out there, and it just is insane to think that you right now, you're just living and you're sitting here thinking, oh, every day is all normal and fantastic, but outside of your little small bubble, things are literally going downhill. People are on the verge of death. People are dying. It's an ugly sight to see. On top of that, I think I would like to call it like a civil war within like the states and El Presidente Trump. People are understanding now that his regime hasn't gone too far. Even though Democrats have said this a long time ago, he's not the man you want in office. But people, they stick to their quotas and they like to believe in what they believe, and they assume that all the things that he's saying is so true, that he's with us, he's for the people, but he's not. He's for himself and the rich. And people are now realizing that because they're seeing how all the stuff that he's putting in place, all the things that he's doing, all the stuff that he said he was not a part of back during his candidacy, like when he was running. All the stuff of like the quote unquote, what is it, like the Trump 2025 like list of stuff that was on there, stuff that they said he was going to do, but then he said he wasn't going to do, but now he's actually doing almost everything on that list. It's like, why would you think he's not going to do that? just because he's telling you, oh, he's not partaking in that, you believe him? Last time I checked, this guy has lied about so much stuff. He said so much crazy things, and for me, I don't understand why people are just now understanding that he just speaks a lot of, you know, how do I say, misinformation, like all throughout his life. But people don't seem to care, you know. He's a man with power, and power is what people fear. And he has so much power that people are fearing, and no one's going to stand against him. Well, not say no one, but a lot of people are not going to stand against him. People would rather just support him or just stay quiet instead of facing whatever repercussions may come with that. But yeah, outside of the U.S., we out here capturing Venezuela. I might be wrong. Someone fact check me. I think we have excuse me, parts of the military stationed in, I think, Cuba. I could be wrong. Someone fact check me. I don't know. Or realistically, I'll fact check myself at the end of the video, and I'll put it in, whatever. But yeah, we got people in Cuba. We got Venezuela, and I think right now, Trump is talking about how he wants to send troops to Greenland. Again, I don't know what Greenland has to do with America. I don't know if there's something that we as common folk aren't aware of about, like, something happening in Greenland that America just needs to be so right there and have in their control. Excuse me, I might be dying. I'm good. But yeah, apparently Trump wants Greenland, and it seems like he's trying to really go after it. And in some cases, I think he might be succeeding. I'm not too sure whether or not he's winning or they're winning. I don't know who's doing what, but I know he wants Greenland. I don't know what else is on the list, but Greenland is at the top of the priority list as of right now, but not anything else. As of right now, there's still war going outside in other countries. I'm pretty sure Russia is still going at it. I'm sure Palestine is still, like, consistently going through it. We got stuff in Sudan. We got stuff all over the world, and realistically, I don't know how people could just live. Like, how do you live knowing that you're just going through war? Or, like, someplace else is having wars, and people are just getting bombed. And, like, if anything, the world is just at war with other places. Like, I don't know what continent, what country, what area, what city, what state. I don't know any place really right now that is just peaceful. I don't know any place that's just cool, calm, and relaxed. I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure they're probably just watching all of the world basically crumble outside around it. But realistically, in my head, I can't think of many places that are just chilling, relaxing, and just have all good things going for them. Because I think that's kind of impossible in the time that we live. No country, no state, no city, no nothing is at ease. Everybody's at some type of war with something, and it's worse because the major wars that we're just kind of overlooking, like what's happening outside of we constantly belittle it time and time again about, oh, yeah, this just happens. No, wars don't just happen. People dying don't just happen. Unless you have a terminal illness and that just goes down, you got terminal illness. Not much they can do. There's no cure. Understandable. But people just getting bombed while walking down the street, that's not normal. That shouldn't be normal. And we're normalizing it too quickly. Like, I don't understand that, because it's like the same thing with what's going on in the States. Like, if you guys don't know, which I'm assuming you guys should know, about what happened, pretty sure in Minnesota with the young mom who got shot 4 times by an ICE agent. People understood it happened, but a lot of the higher ups, the people who are supposed to be like for the people, are overlooking it. They're brushing it past, like, she broke the law, so that was well, like, righted. In what way is murder just okay? In what way are we supposed to be like, yeah, that's fine? He was just doing his due diligence of being a law-abiding citizen, and not even a law-abiding police ICE agent, whatever the case you want to call them. In what way are we supposed to be okay normalizing this? This is it's bad because we're normalizing it. Because we have so much undocumented stuff about all the bad people do, but then stuff like this that go on record and we see it happen and we constantly know like there's no reason why there should be anybody in a government official that should be like, you know what, that was the right thing for them to do. No, that's murder. And because of that, we got a civil war in my eyes of more states again going against ICE and what Trump wants. Basically, the states view Trump. And right now, it's like, sure, many states who quote love Trump aren't understanding like, bruh, this could be you. This could be your this could be your town, your state. These could be your people that could be going through the same things. And you're telling me you still want to side by him? It doesn't matter if you're Democratic or Republican or whatever the case, whatever voting party you stand for, it doesn't really fucking matter. Sorry for my language, you know, language as Captain America would say, mind it. I'm sorry, but realistically, fuck all of that. It shouldn't matter if you're blue, green, purple, whatever Democratic Party you side with. Understanding that there's basically a war going down in the United States of America, and people are just overlooking it like nothing is beyond insane. Craziest thing ever. Like, there shouldn't be a way or a reason why people should just be okay waking up and knowing that just happened and just going back to sleep. I myself understand that sure it didn't happen in my state, but I'm pissed. I'm pissed and I'm genuinely terrified for the next thing that happens. ICE has more power than I think just the common police. ICE at this point probably has more power than the military. They're giving ICE the power to do as they please when they want. Because apparently they can. With no rights, with no sort of justification, just the fact that because Trump said so, then forget everything else. Forget laws. Forget the Constitution. Forget the Bill of Rights. Forget all the shit that America's supposedly supposed to be built on. When it comes to ICE, that shit's imaginary. There's no line that they're willing to cross, and that's the scary part. Because ICE was supposed to be for immigration stuff. It was supposed to be, what is it, immigration, custom something? Like, all that was their part. Now, they're on regular streets, like police, hunting, scoping the scenery. They're doing all the things that is beyond their means. They have more firepower than most police forces. For what reason? It's not a zombie apocalypse that they need to fight for survival. These people are just causing havoc because they can. With no sort of, penalization. They're not going to jail. They're not getting fined. They're not losing their lives. Not one person, I don't think I've seen a report about an ICE agent losing their life from doing their job. Because it just doesn't happen. Because nobody wants no one really wants this. No one wants to continue to spread or fight fire with fire. That's not going to help. And realistically, it just continues to get worse and worse and worse and worse. And people are just sitting here, this is supposed to be normal. It's not. ICE has gone too far. Trump has gone too far. And people are just understanding that now. He's been going far from when he got into office. All the stuff that he was trying to do back then, that should have been a keynote. Oh, better get prepared, better seat up, better get watching out. You should have been understood that things were going to be different. And for those who think Trump is doing a great job, crazy ass motherfuckers. Like, this hatred, literally just live deep down into your core. Do you wake up just hating everybody that isn't you? Because realistically, I would think, what is Trump doing good for you? How is he helping you? I'll tell you all the things that he's hurting. Everything is still expensive. No prices have dropped down. Realistically, you're still paying more money than you were when he wasn't in office. But now we got people losing their lives, families on the streets, people still being homeless, yet they want to spend all this money giving it to ICE agents? talking about, hey, if you come to ICE, we'll pay you this amount of money. What? Like, I don't get it. Y'all think Trump is here for you? You think he's here to save you? You think he's the, what is it? He's your knight in shining armor. How? What do you expect to change with him in office? What do you expect to be better with him in office? Nothing has been better since he's been in office. He's been in office for like what, 3 months? Maybe a little bit less. I don't know exactly when, but he has not been in office that long. And the world is already going batshit insane. The world is on almost its last leg because shit continues to go and hit the fan. And people are clapping it and applauding as if in like this is what we need. I don't know, you know. I'm also annoyed because it's not gonna stop until he's basically out of office. And best believe when they talk about the midterm elections, best believe that number that's probably he's still probably gonna win. And you know why? Because people are so stupid and so gosh darn stubborn that they don't want to admit when they're wrong. That people are gonna stick by their story and not understand that you're just keeping a bad man in office for no reason. He wants to not be a president. He wants to be a king. He wants to be a ruler. He wants to know that he could do whatever he wants without no sort of backlash, without nobody going against him. And so far, it's worked. Mind you, this man is a felon with like double digits of freaking charges. He's up there in the charges. A felon, man. And you're telling me people out there on a regular basis who are felons can't even get regular jobs. Can't even work at a local like McDonald's, Five Guys, Shake Shack, CVS. Can't even get normal 9 to 5 jobs because they have a felon on their record. But this guy, he's a felon. All the things and more. And he's running the country. How does that make sense? Terrified for what's to continue. It's January. It's supposed to be a new year, but it's like we're just building off last year. Nothing's changed, and I don't think anything's going to change unless people start to vote. For all those, quick disclaimer, quick disclaimer as I go on and ramble. For all those who choose and sit here and think voting is pointless, who think I have no reason to vote, I don't care about politics, you're the issue. Sure, the people who decided to continue to vote for Trump, yeah, they're a problem too, but you're more of an issue. Because you understand that what's going on in the world is wrong. You understand that you have a power and you can help change it, but you choose not to. You choose not to vote, you choose not to say nothing, you choose not to go out, but yet you sit there and you bitch and you moan and you complain and then not vote. How does that make sense? It doesn't. So realistically, if you're gonna bitch and moan and complain and do all the yada 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 and talking and gossiping and everything else about how the world is, and you don't vote, shut the fuck up. Respectfully speaking, because it doesn't make sense for you to bitch and complain and moan, and then know that you have a power that could possibly help change all the things that you're complaining about, and you refuse to. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's like if we told, or like we gave a superhero, we brought a superhero to life. Or, matter of fact, you take Superman, you let him do his normal everyday life. He sees that a building is on fire with people inside. He has the power to stop it, and he chooses not to. Then he complains, Dad, the world is so messed up. I hate how things are. As if he doesn't have the power to change that. As if he can't stop the world from being on fire. If he can't stop all this stuff from going on. Like, make it make sense. Like, the two don't add up whatsoever. So, you, all the fellow people who are listening and watching, if you don't vote, if you choose not to vote, shut up. Keep your mouth closed. Don't make no statements. Don't say a goddamn thing about anything. Because realistically, you're just complaining just to run your mouth. Respectfully. And I know that might sound mean, and I get it. You probably don't want to hear it. You probably couldn't care. And realistically, I don't give two fucks. I'm just here to tell you that right now. I don't care how it really makes you feel. What I do understand is that you're just talking to talk for no reason. If you're not gonna literally do what you can, like vote or protest or do things that are within your constitutional right, shut up. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, the world is literally at war inside of the states, outside of the states, and it's just crazy. Because at a point in time, like that wasn't what was happening. Life was a little simpler. Life was good and dandy. Everything was nice and all cool, and everybody was rocking with each other. Sure, there might be little fights here, little scuffles, but it wasn't to the level of little cities are getting flattened. Every day we hear about a new body pile up at this country and that country. Like, it got to a point where war had just become the new everything. Like, literally, we wake up and we just hear about this place is still at war. Years down the line, the war is still going on.